Okay, found the old master cylinder. As you can see, the bodies are pretty much the same. Difference here slightly, but this is slightly longer on the new one. And also I've discovered that the rod is shorter on the new one. Why can't they make things as they were? This really is bloody annoying. Typical fucking remanufactured crap. Anyway, so I'm going to put the old one in to the new master cylinder and hope that that helps it. I don't know if it's going to help it much, in all honesty, because the difference isn't tremendous, but it is probably close to 1/4 inch. Maybe that will make all the difference, who knows. My original one, it seems, was a Girling. And I really would have liked to have used it, but I'm not so sure about the inside. I guess if you could re-sleeve it, that would be fine. But hey, that's not what I'm going to do. So now I'm just going to swap the rod over. So I'm going to put that rod into there with the rubbery bit, the spacer, and the circlip. And then once I get that back in, after I bench bled it, and my tracker tells me my fluid is arriving today, so I'll be able to bench bleed it as best I can. Don't know how that's going to go because it's a very small cylinder, but we will do what we need to do. Then I want to sort out a couple of little electrical problems, like the fuel gauge doesn't seem to be working. The oil pressure gauge is not giving me a reading that I find enjoyable, should we say. Although I know I do have oil pressure because I did use an oil pressure mechanical gauge. I'm sure the wiring and the gauge is okay, so I'm back to the sender. Now I do have the original sender up there, so I may well have to try putting that one back in. I've got to figure out if there's a way of testing that, perhaps with an airline and a voltmeter or something along those lines. We will see. Okay, that's it for the moment. Let's move on to whatever the next project is, and that may well be the fuel gauge. Now, I just had a thought. I've reversed the polarity on this vehicle. I wouldn't have thought the fuel gauge was polarity sensitive, but sensitive or even sensitive. But maybe it is. Okay, well, let's go check it. Well, there goes that plan out the fucking window. They really are bastards. The bore size is different. This ring on there is too fat to go into the new cylinder. So they've changed the bore size, otherwise it would fit. Fucking S&G Barrett. Do some shit right, will you? I'm getting really tired of this. So, here we are with my silicone brake fluid. .5. It's got a little purple thingy there, which I guess doesn't matter, but it would be nice to know that it is purple. Excuse me a second. Yes, the fluid is purple. So now, my next job will be to try and bench bleed my brake master cylinder. I'm going to use syringes to fill it because it's such a small cylinder, and I want to make sure I get what I need to get where I want to get it. Now, also another little point for you people out there. There were many companies selling this brake fluid at ridiculous prices. It's brake fluid. It's .5 silicone not rocket science. Do not waste your money on these big boy manufacturers that are selling this stuff. It's just brake fluid, not rocket science. Choice is yours. This cost me a darn sight less than the big manufacturers. Welcome to today's bit of fun. Thank you to all of you who sent messages regarding my procedure. Unfortunately, it didn't go very well. A few disasters. I won't get into it, but needless to say, I ended up in the emergency room. Well, not needless, but I did. This video is not going to be any car work. It is going to be pictures of vehicles that a number of my subscribers sent me. And as I previously mentioned, I will include those in my videos. There is really nothing much more I can say other than to show you the pictures and perhaps add a little text or comment. We will see. And to those of you that watched my previous video regarding the Jaguar Mark II parts, email me should you want any of those parts. Obviously it'll be first come first served basis, and I will figure out what I want for them. You agree, and then we can get it sorted out via PayPal. So email me at gstargarage@gmail.com, and that's star with 2 R's. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, this is a picture of two MKII sent in by Jeff Blanchard. One's probably a 2005-ish newer model, and the other one's probably the late 90s, I would guess. But I'm not sure about that. And just to show we're not prejudiced, this is a picture of a rather bright yellow MGB. Looks like a roadster. And this was sent in by Nigel Percy. I like yellow cars. My wife hates them. I like them. Nice. This next bunch of pictures is from my friend Tish over in the UK. Obviously doing his engine rebuild stuff on his S-Type. It's definitely a work in progress, this one, but is rather nice. You can see he's had the head done, and looks to me like it was the same as my head, and the waterways needed welding up in the in the waterways area, and like me, looks like he's just left the block as it is. Also included in these pictures are indications for you, should you need them, as to the positioning of the drive dog for the distributor. And yes, Tish, it's a distributor, not a dizzy. Dizzy is for lazy people, or for dizzy people. It's a distributor. What is about to follow is an amusing video that I found online. Hopefully it's not copyrighted, and hopefully you will find it amusing.
What are you doing?
Bubble bath?
Okay, hopefully there will be an attachment to this video. I am told I can do an attachment of a PDF file. It was sent by one of my subscribers, Dave Peach, and I assume he sent it to me so that I could publish it and show you guys. Hope you enjoy it.